Hello, this is Dr. J, back with some more Let's Play Starcraft. Now on Protoss Mission 5, Choosing Sides.
Executor, by following Tassadar and attempting to rescue the Dark Templar, you have openly defied the will of the Conclave.
Oh, sod off, Eldaris.
This mad scheme now, and the Conclave may show you mercy.
Don't let him control you, Executor. The Judicator have long since steered the actions of the Templar to their own ends. It's time we acted of our own accord.
Agreed.
Tassadar, have you fallen so far? To think that you were our brightest hope, our most beloved son. Now you are everything that we are not. You are lost to us. Not only have you damned yourself, but you have damned those who have followed you.
Such is the price for our race's salvation, Judicator. I have been here with the Dark Templar these last few months. While I helped them in their fight against the Zerg, I learned many of their secrets from the Prelate, Zeratul. Apparently, the energies which empower the Dark Templar also course through the Overmind and its cerebrates.
The same cerebrates which you told us to destroy. Your advice was useless, for the creature was reincarnated before our eyes.
Unfortunately, yes. Your attack on the Cerebrate failed because the energies that you wield are useless when used directly against the Overmind and its Cerebrates. Only the Dark Templar's power can truly harm the Zerg. That is why we must rescue Zeratul and return him to Ire.
You were warned, Executor. The Conclave will not be pleased.
Watch me not care. Man, when I said before that there was like some treachery and deceit on the part of the Protoss, I had forgotten the true extent of it. Man, the Conclave, I am not a fan of the Protoss Conclave. Let's just put it that way. Objectives: bring Tassadar and 2 Zealots to the installation entrance. Alright. Bunch of self-serving pricks is what those guys are. All they care about is maintaining their own power. I hate any institutional authority that abuses its position that way. Which unfortunately is most institutional authority. Protoss aren't immune to that either, it seems. For all their pretensions of being so enlightened and elevated and advanced, they're just as fallen as humanity, it appears. But at least there's some noble Protoss like Phoenix and Tassadar here. Tassadar's cool. So what happened to Raynor? We rescued him too, but suddenly he's disappeared on us. I'm sure we'll be seeing him again. So here's the installation entrance we have to reach. Alright, let's grab 3 of these guys, and hey, you drop off your minerals. You guys are on Vespene duty. Actually, we're going to need at least a 4th, because that's pretty far away. Alright, we've got 5 harvesting minerals. Let's get at least another 5 on top of that, if not like another 7. Now, if I remember correctly, this is an island scenario, meaning that there's a bunch of plateaus separated by lava fields. So we can't go with just a pure ground force in this scenario. We're going to need an air force. Here's the first of our Protoss shuttles. They're just dropships, basically. Without the spunky cuteness of the Terran dropship pilots. Alright, well, I reckon we're going to want defenses, especially if the Zerg are going to use more queens against us. We're going to want to dissuade that nonsense for sure. And of course we're going to need supply, so let's start putting down pylons everywhere. Doubles as both supply and expands the range where we can construct buildings. Oh, right, we're going to need a forge before we can build photon cannons. Excuse me, you're in the way. Where'd my probe go? That I was controlling? Dang it. There he is. I said this before, but man, the way Protoss build their bases is incredibly convenient. Just being able to summon buildings and then zip away and go do other stuff is... It's hard to overstate how useful that is. Alright, let's start getting some defenses in place. I think we're seeing that photon cannons are a lot more effective in tight clusters. So we'll concentrate them where the enemy seems likely to attack in force, and then just kind of spread them around the rest of the base so that if the Zerg try to send any queens to pick off our units, the presence of photon cannons ought to put a stop to that nonsense. Then once we've got just in time, it seems. As I was about to say, once we've got a defense matrix in place, we can start building units. Or, alternatively, start ramping up the tech tree, because we're gonna need air power for this mission. Alright, I'm gonna hope that that's enough photon cannons, and if I get hit at any of my weak points, I'll shore those up. Okay. We're gonna want... I think Cybernetics Core has air upgrades, right? So we're definitely gonna want one. Oh, and apparently we need it for all the advanced structures, so... There's also that.
You have not enough minerals.
Good grief.
You have not enough minerals.
Maybe I should put a photon cannon here-ish. They seem to really like dropping units onto the very tip there. Although, honestly, the defenses I've got are doing just fine, so maybe that's not really necessary. Alright, Cybernetics Core is in place. Let's start summoning in the other advanced structures. We're definitely going to want a Stargate. And robotic support bay, maybe? Wow, Templar archives. I don't know if we're going to want that. I don't think I'm going to rely much on Templars in general. But we'll get a robotics facility. Why not? And a Citadel of Adun. And we're surely going to need more pylons than what I've put down, so...
You've not enough minerals.
There we go. Okay. Now, what can we get here? Nothing but the faster zealot movement still. That was kind of a waste then, because I don't know if I'm even going to bother with that. Alright, we can build shuttles at the robotics facility. We're going to need plenty of those, I reckon. We can also get reavers. I don't know if I'll bother, even though they're so strong. You do have to purchase all their scarabs, and it's very expensive. I mean, it adds up. Scouts will want at least a few of them as cover for the shuttles. Wow, they cost a fortune. Yeah, this is going to be an expensive mission, because I think I'm going to want a mix of ground and air. Because the scouts by themselves, their ground attack is very, very weak.
Upgrade complete.
I'll at least upgrade to level 1 on everything. I'll start scouting with our shuttle. Where did I put it? There it is. It's not very fast, is it? The scout ought to be quite a bit speedier. Seems a little faster. Okay, there's another Vespine geyser right here. Oh wow, there's an expansion point right on my own island. That's fantastic. Wow, I'm not going to need to go anywhere in order to expand. Okay. You know what? I am very confident I'm going to need the extra resources. Let's just start the expansion immediately. I don't see any reason to wait. First, I'll warp in a bunch of photon cannons for defense, and obviously I'll need the pylons before the cannons.
We are under attack.
It's expensive summoning all these defenses, but being able to mostly just set it up and forget it, not have to be constantly active on defense, it's very helpful. The warp-in animation is really cool looking. There we go. Nicely demonstrated. And conveniently, I was also waiting to get enough money to summon 2 more of these. Alright, now I'm going to save up for a Nexus. Plonk it down here, then an assimilator here.
Upgrade complete. Upgrade complete.
And then pulling in Vespene from 2 geysers, and with another big field of minerals to extract. Hopefully then we'll be able to build up the force that we need. Okay, you pull back. Damn it, I'm not done warping in my defenses yet. Okay, well, that lasted a long time, didn't it? Okay, so I get the feeling I'm going to want some heavier defenses, it appears. Well, that sets me back to 0, waiting for the minerals I need for the Nexus. That's going to be kind of vulnerable, isn't it? And you just know the enemy is going to exploit that. There. Let's continue doing some exploration. Scout is not as fast as you would expect something called a scout to be. Terrans? Thought all the Terrans on Shar had been wiped out. Okay. Zerg. Their destination is there. I appreciate how we have yet another mission where the objective is not just destroy all enemies, but rather bring Tassadar to a specific point. We've only had a single mission in the Protoss campaign so far, I think, where the objective was to destroy all enemy forces. That was mission 3. So even though most of them do involve the standard build up your base, etc., nonetheless there is a variety in the objectives, and I really, really appreciate that. Oh yeah, I will probably also want a gateway. Maybe even 3 of them. I don't know. Maybe not. I think 2 gateways, because I also have robotics bay and a Stargate. I think all that will be more than enough. And I'm also going to be upgrading, so yeah, never mind. Mostly pretty quiet so far. We've been attacked a few times, but nothing that I would call particularly overwhelming. Alright, we are running low on minerals to harvest here, so I'm going to peel off most of these guys and have them harvest here. Where is this attack occurring? Alright, well, they got defeated pretty easily. Alright, let's do some more upgrading while we're at it. Oh, apparently we can't upgrade our air units very far yet. And where's my forge? Here it is. Yeah, I had completely forgotten about Mission 3. It's not very memorable. It's sort of the quintessential generic build up your base and destroy the enemies mission, which is probably why I had just totally forgotten about it. There's nothing distinctive about it. A lot of the other missions I have at least a vague memory of. Alright, once I have built all these probes, I'm going to call my mineral collection good. Actually, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Honestly, there. I don't think I even need quite everything that I had queued up there. Another 2 and I think we'll be good. Because there's also still the... Wow, 4 back here. You know what? Let's just peel off one of these guys and have them harvest from here. There we go. Now we're good. Don't want to overdo it with the resource collection. Okay, so... I don't think there's even anything else we need to summon building-wise. Let's just start cranking out forces finally.
We are under attack.
Maybe I'll leave these guys parked here for now.
You have not enough minerals.
Okay, yeah, we're not going to have any trouble spending our resources. That much is clear.
My life for ire. Receiving.
Pretty sure shuttles have the same capacity as dropships.
I have returned. Teleport successful. Upgrade complete.
I might as well develop the singularity charge. Better attack range is always useful to have.
For ire. My life for ire. Upgrade complete.
Let's go all the way to level 3 shields. Looks like I am going to need a Templar archive if I want more upgrades, so very well.
Teleport successful.
Put a pylon here so I can put a Templar archive there. There we go. Interesting that it doesn't cost any Vespene to build shuttles.
Not enough minerals. Standing by.
It's been strange to me that minerals have very much been the limiting factor with the Protoss and not the Vespene.
I have returned.
Whereas it felt like when I was playing Zerg, Vespene was always the limiting factor.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, I'm probably not really going to make use of Templars. I only built this so that I have more upgrades. I think I can combine 2 Templars together to make an Archon, though.
I hear you.
If I have that ability yet. I'll build one more Templar to see if I can merge them together into an Archon, because that could be worthwhile.
Yes, Executor?
Okay, I'm not going to be able to combine Tassadar, of course. Okay, Tassadar was the only Templar I had. I'm going to need 2 of them to test this. Okay, looks like I should have that ability. That will be worth my time. It's expensive, but Archons are incredible. Hopefully 6 shuttles will be enough. Alright. Let's get an Archon going. Now we're finally getting to the powerful units. I just heard the Zerg drop off something. But where? Nice. They got wrecked. Alright, how many scouts are we up to? Looks like this will make 6 once I finish building these 2. I don't want a huge scout squadron. Just enough to fly cover for my shuttles. So I think that maybe I'll go with 8. That'll probably be sufficient. Then I'll call the Air Force good. 8 scouts, 6 shuttles, and whatever land force I can cram into 6 shuttles. Still got plenty more ground upgrades to go. Let's make another 2 High Templars so we can make another Archon. High Templar are going to be good for us to build too because we have an abundance of Vespene and relatively little minerals. And High Templars take a lot of Vespene and not much minerals, so they're kind of the perfect thing for us to build right now. Our defense network is definitely plenty to hold off the enemy attacks, it appears. That's good to know. Now, I think Archons can be one-shotted by Queens. So that's something we're going to have to watch out for. I'm sure that there'll be high-priority targets for the enemy Queens. So we don't want to rely exclusively on Archons. But I will gladly round out my force with them. Especially given our resource imbalance. Although, that imbalance has been corrected, hasn't it? We're now even on minerals and Vespene. Oh, that's weird. I thought I had built 6 of these. Must have just been thinking about it. And didn't actually do it. What are you two doing? What is this, some kind of mating ritual? Just make an Archon. Good grief. That was hilarious. Alright, I think this will be plenty of Archons, especially now that we've more or less equalized our minerals invest speed. Alright. Hopefully that's all the shuttles we'll need. And, okay, looks like the scout squadron is complete. Like I said, I'm hoping 8 is all we need there. We'll just crank out some more zealots and dragoons. And once we've built those guys, let's see what we can get done. What we can accomplish. 6 Archons, or no, 5. Should be a pretty intimidating force. Okay, that'll be group 1. I assume it was the forge that completed an upgrade. Where did I put this stupid forge? There it is. Start upgrading ground armor, I guess. Actually, no, let's finish upgrading the weapons. Armor will come last. This will be group 2. Let's start loading them up on shuttles. See just how many shuttles we actually need. Oh wow, zealots take up 2 spaces. We may need more shuttles than I thought. Okay, yeah. Apparently, Protoss units take up a ton of space inside shuttles, so we're definitely going to need more. Guardians. Scouts may kind of suck at air-to-ground combat, but their air-to-air is superb. Alright. Wow, and Dragoons take up 4 spaces, yeah. Oh, you have some free space. Kinda crazy just how much space Protoss forces take up in transports. What did you think that was going to accomplish, huh?
Receiving. Commencing. Make use of awaiting instructions. I am needed.
That's a lot of overlords.
We are under attack. Locus acknowledged.
There.
Locus acknowledged.
So much for that attack. Okay, they're all full. We can load up these 4 onto another transport. There we go.
Receiving.
Oh. Okay, this guy's also full. We've almost used up our available supply, too, so... This seems like a pretty good point to mount an assault. Okay, scouts are going to lead the way. Boy, it would be a major disaster to have these shuttles get shot down. Seems like a reasonable time for a scum save. So far, I have not had to reload a single one of those saves, I don't think. Let's see if we can keep up that, that stellar record. Alright, unload, unload, unload. Nice! Oh man, that's beautiful. Pull the shuttles back. And now, go to town, boys. Looks like one of the shuttles didn't unload all the way. This one. Oh geez, the control groups get messed up when you load stuff into shuttles. That's hugely problematic and annoying. Yeah, control group 2 just doesn't even exist anymore. Alright, we'll get in there. Start tearing some stuff up. So this is another expansion point if we end up needing it. We'd better not. Okay, you guys can be the new control group 1. We're going to do some island hopping. We've cleared this island. In the event that we run out of resources, we can expand here. Well, let's start loading up, and I have a feeling the control groups are going to get screwed up again, but... do you mind? It's kind of funny how Command & Conquer and StarCraft have different bugs around loading up units. In the case of StarCraft, it screws up your control groups, which is really, really irritating, actually. It's kind of a big problem. Stuff like that makes me dislike having to do airdrops or amphibious assaults and all that kind of thing. What, is this guy full? Apparently that guy's full. That guy's not. Okay, and do we have any more upgrades we can do? Yes, armor.
We are under attack.
Okay. Oh, shit, a Guardian. It's probably going to wipe out that photon cannon by the time my scouts get over there to take it out, so I'm going to replace it. There, get wrecked. Oh no! Damn it! That's irritating as hell. Attacking my base in a way that I need my scouts over there to fight it off. And then simultaneously, while my scouts are away, attacking my shuttles. I mean, it's smart. It's real smart, but it's incredibly annoying. Alright, well... It was a pain in the ass for a variety of reasons, but let's continue the island hopping. No, get wrecked. They may be costly, but scouts really are good at air-to-air. This squadron of 8 is incredibly strong. Stupid enemy queens. I don't think that they can do their one-shot attack against mechanical units, so it doesn't work against scouts. Or shuttles. But they did manage to slow us down. Okay. Unload everything. Guardians. Scouts, take them out. Nice. Is everybody unloaded? Alright, start securing the area, lads. This seems to be going well. I managed to load up without completely losing my control groups. Okay, I guess the Terran buildings around here are just remnants. Mostly abandoned remnants that have been overrun by the Zerg.
Commander, this is General Edmund Duke of the Terran Dominion Armada. You are in violation of our airspace and have endangered human lives in your reckless attack against the Zerg. I order you to withdraw your ships immediately. If you fail to comply, I will not hesitate to open fire upon your vessels.
General Duke, I am Tassadar, and you are well known to me. Whatever leniency I extended to you and your comrades before may have been in error. If you persist in halting our course, we will burn your pathetic fleet down to the last man.
I'm gonna have to assume that was a hostile response.
Oh, you want a piece of me, General Duke. Tassar is not wrong. I will burn your pathetic fleet to ashes. Absolutely. You think you can stand up against a bunch of scouts and archons? Well, if his race can cloak, they might be able to. Hopefully they can't. Also, how in the world is this your airspace? It's clearly under the complete control of the Zerg. Okay, good. The race can't cloak, which means this is an easy victory for us. Or, well, it would be if we hadn't already taken really heavy damage fighting the Zerg. What the heck? Are they working together? There, get out of here, Duke. Thanks to Duke's interference, we might have to launch another wave to finish securing the area. Well, maybe not. It seems pretty secure. Still, we've got a lot of resources banked. Let's just crank out some replacement scouts. Our shuttles are still pretty much okay. We've got our shuttle fleet. We need 2 zealots in order to complete the mission objective, so we'll build 2 zealots, a bunch more dragoons. It is seriously some gall to call this your airspace when the Zerg have completely overrun the area. Oh wow, I didn't realize I still have this whole force that was just hiding down here. I guess the area is actually still pretty secure after all. Kill the queen. Alright. I'm going to make another scum save. Because I'm about to transport Tassadar, and I would hate to lose because the shuttle with him in it gets blown up.
I hear you.
Aside from my frustrations dealing with bugs around control groups and transports, this was a fun mission. I liked it. That part where General Duke shows up with his little fleet to interrupt the proceedings, that was a fun surprise. As soon as it happened, I remembered it, but I hadn't remembered it ahead of time, if that makes sense. That's definitely a fun little twist, though. Alright. Seems the situation's under control. Please kill this queen. Alright. I think this is our victory. Let's enter the clearly totally overrun Terran installation. Alright, we did it. Yeah, it was a fun mission. I enjoyed it. Get out of here, Duke, you and your Alpha Squadron. Alright, that was Protoss, geez, I'm losing track, 6? I think. Well, whatever it was, next up is going to be the next Protoss mission. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I'll see you then.